Yeah. So yesterday, we had done few, we just went through few statements. So yesterday I just parked this first dot and last dot, right? In order to do the cumulative sum based on the by group, group wise cumulative sum. Okay. In order to understand what is this first dot and what is first dot, we have another one which is called last dot. We have to go through a simple, simple trust structure where we do where we where it tells you how do we understand what is first dot and what is last dot. Okay. Yeah. So let's go through it. So mainly first dot and last dot we mainly use for few kind of programming where it includes to remove duplicate values, to remove duplicate entries or to do some to do some cumulative not to do a cumulative sum based on the by group in that way. Okay. So let's see what is this first dot and last dot. Okay. So here, yeah, over here, so what we're trying to do is we are trying to convey, we are trying to do a um, cumulative sum based on 6, right? Okay, based on 6. So cumulative sum on height based on 6. So I want how many, no, the total height, I mean, total count of height for female and total count of height for male, right? Okay. So in order to do that, I need this first dot and last dot. First dot and last dot. So let's see how do we get this first dot and last dot. Okay. I know whenever we have first dot and last dot, so it will be based on the by variable. Okay. What kind of by variable we use? So that depends on the first dot and last dot. Okay. So this first dot and last dot is something. It's we can call it a backend variable. It gets created whenever we use a by whenever we sort a data with the help of a by variable. Okay. A key variable is called a by variable. So here we have sorted the data in terms of 6. Okay, where we only have male and female. And now let's see an example going example on drugs based on drugs. Okay, so here we are sorting the data based on based on based on drug name. Okay, so if you see here, uh, yeah, so again, patient ID. Uh, oh yeah. So here in here, we are sorting the data based on the not drug name but the patient ID. Okay. So so patient ID, which is the patient visits. So how many times did the patient has visited to the particular hospital or a clinic? Okay. So if you see here, we have patient ID 101. Okay. We see the first dot PID is 1 and last dot PID is 1. Sorry, 0. And again, and so it's on 2nd Jan. And and again on the 10th Jan we have 0 0. And again on 20th Jan for the same patient ID we have 0 and 0. And again on 30th Jan we have 0 and 1, which is the last visit. So if you see carefully, for first visit we have 1 as as the first dot PID and last dot PID is 0. Okay. So PID means patient ID. So on 2nd Jan, the patient has visited or else has visited the hospital for a drug called AASP. So his visit ID is sorry no so we consider that to be a first dot PID as 1. Okay, just consider as a first as his first visit. So for first visit it will be 1 and last will be 0. And again, so these are zeros because these does not belong to first and last. Okay, so they will be eventually 0. And his last visit, which is 0 because it's the first dot ID, and last dot ID, which is 1 because it's the last visit. Did you get this, ma'am? Get this simple scenario?
Yeah,
Confusing, is it?
a little bit. I mean, is it like
Okay, let's go to in this way, ma'am. Okay. Thing is, when we use a by statement along with the set statement, okay, in the data step, SAS create two automatic variables, as I said previously, along with the raw data variables. Those are first dot and last dot. Okay, whenever we use a by statement with a key variable which is a by variable, it creates two automatic variables which are first dot and last dot. Okay, so what is first dot by variable? Okay, so value is one for the first observation in the by group, and value is zero for all other observations in the by group. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, last dot by variable. Value is one for the last observation in the by group, and value is zero for all other observations in the by group. Okay. So here the by group is here we have done the grouping based on patient ID, which is 101, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So if you consider this, so for every by group, for every by group we have, for every row it will have both first dot and last dot as the automatic variables. So if it is if it is the first record of the particular page of the particular by group, okay, the first dot PID will be treated as, will be given as one, and last will
One.
be zero. Okay, and again the rest will be zeros, and last will be one, and first will be zero for the last record. Okay, we see
Yeah.
here for 104, it this particular patient ID has only one visit, which is the first and last, which means his first dot PID is 1 and last dot PID is 1.
Yeah.
Got this, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
For
here,
like
if it's,
multiple visits,
yeah,
there will be like one first
zeros.
and one last. Okay. Rest will be
Exact.
zero.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
for any patient, there will be one first and one last, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we, okay, the first one will have first dot as 1 and last dot as 0, and the last one will have first dot as 1, sorry, first dot as 0, last dot as 1, and the rest, and the remaining between the visits will be 0.
Sure.
Okay, and if you see this one, this 103 patient ID has only two visits, which means the first dot PID is 1 and last dot PID is 1. The next record is considered as last dot PID, which is 1.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am? Shravani ma'am, clear on this? Hello?
Yeah,
Ma'am, okay. Yeah, okay.
actually I'm out.
Sorry, ma'am?
That's why you can't. I'm outside.
Okay, 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 okay. So is it, I'm audible, right? You can, no, you got it.
Yeah, I
Sorry?
got it. I got it. I got it.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. So this is it, ma'am. So this is simple first dot and last dot. So in here, what are we doing? We are creating based on 6. So we need a total height based on 6. So let's run this step, then you get to understand how this works. Okay. So by 6, retain cumulative height 0. So we are assigning cumulative height with the first as no, we are assigning cumulative height. No, this is a cumulative variable where we are giving a 0 as the first. We are dumping 0 in it, such that for every iteration it will just consider the first iteration will be 0 plus height, then again height plus height, and so on. So here what we have used, in order to have group by height, okay, okay, sex by height, which is what I want is I want first, if the first dot is 6, if first dot x equal to 1, then cumulative height equal to height, else cumulative height plus height, which means, okay, I'll learn this step, ma'am, then you get to understand. Okay, if you see here, so as we had done the by grouping based on 6, we got f and m in this way. First f got sorted, then m got sorted, okay, alphabetically. So just take it as the condition here is, yeah, the condition here is if first dot x equal to 1, okay, remember, ma'am. So here, if first dot patient ID, here we have if first dot x equal to 1, then cumulative height equal to height, which means, so what is first dot x equal to height, which means if first dot f equal to 1, okay, if first dot f equal to 1, so what is first dot f, ma'am? This is the first occurrence of f, okay, Hello?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
the, okay. So there is the first occurrence of F, female. So what is the first occurrence of F is 6.5, right?
Yes.
So as per the condition, if it is first dot x equal to 1, then cumulative height equal to height. Place the height value in the cumulative height, which is 56.5 height
Yes.
value to be placed in, no, to be dumped in the or placed in the cumulative height value as 56.5. Okay. Then again, else else cumulative height plus height. Okay. The remaining, apart from the first dot equal to 1, the remaining should have the cumulative, no, the remaining should go with the cumulative summing up.
Yeah.
We see here the remaining, which is, no, 56 plus 98, and again 121 plus 102, and again 184 plus 84, and again 244 plus 112, until it gets F as the last dot, which is 478 plus 112, which is 545. Until here,
Yeah.
it give you the total of, no, subtotal of height based on the female. So it'll give us the what is the female's height on a entirety. What is the female's height, total height? And again for male, because this is one group, F is one group, right? And M is one group, right, ma'am? And again,
Yes.
for M, it is the strength record is the starting record for M, which means
69.
69 should be in the cumulative height, which is 69. And again, 69 plus 63, and again, 132 plus 57, and again, 189 plus 62, and again, and so on until total height, which is 572 plus 112, which gives you to 69. This is the male total height, and this is the female total
Total
height.
height. Yeah.
Got it, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what group wise cumulative height. So cumulative sum. Got it, ma'am? Let's see a few
Got.
more. No, let's see a few more examples. So here I gave retain x equal x0 y0. Let's see why. If x equal to f, okay, then x equal to x plus height. Else y equal to y plus height. Okay, it is okay. Yeah. So what I want is if x equal to f, then x equal to x plus height, else y equal to y plus height. Can you decode this, ma'am? So what does this exactly mean? How do we get the data? Any idea? No, just think
This
a
is
while.
again, yeah, this will be again sorted by sex,
Uh-huh.
female and male.
Okay.
Uh, we are dropping Y. Uh,
So no, just tell me now, how do we get this data?
if the in the female, x is equal to x plus height.
Okay.
So 0 plus height.
Okay.
So we will get the same height because x you already gave 0, right?
Yeah. So tell me,
We will get the same height, not the cumulative.
not the cumulative, you mean?
Um,
Okay, okay. I mean, no, why do you say not the cumulative?
because x is equal to 0.
Okay, just do the no, we'll just do
Oh, no,
simple
no,
math.
sorry. Then, yeah, 0 plus, sorry. No, no. It's like yesterday. We first set the 0. The first height
Right.
will be the, yeah, and then the
Hmm.
height, then it will be starting the cumulative.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Now tell me, in which column will in which columns do will we get will we will we be getting uh female heights and male heights? I mean the cumulative heights. In which column will we be
The
getting?
total, you
Yeah,
mean
yeah, total
the
heights. The
the
cumulative heights.
last one?
No, ma'am,
Yeah.
just hear me out. Just hear me out. Thing is, in which column do we get the cumulative heights for female and male?
Oh, the
Yeah,
column name.
yeah, exactly. As a column name.
Uh, Yeah, we don't have a column name here. Like in the first one, you gave the cumulative height.
Just think, ma'am, if you see
Is it
here,
like
mhm,
X and Y?
that's what I need.
Is it like X and then Y
That's
will be
what I
the
need you to figure out, ma'am. Okay, it's okay, ma'am. No issues, no issues. Just tell me from this line, line 237, F falls under which column? I mean, cumulative height for female falls under which column? X or Y?
X.
How about male height, male cumulative height?
You're dropping Y in the data DS3 drop equal to Y.
Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll remove this for now. Now tell me. Okay, let's run this. No problem, no issues. Okay,
Is it below
yeah.
the
If we see here, for X, we have all the female height until this female, which is 544, 545.3, and the remaining no repeats the same because it you know as per the condition, if X equal to female, only then it'll go with the cumulative height. But X equal to female has stopped here. Sorry, X equal if X equal to F, X equal to F has stopped at the ninth row. Okay, so at ninth row we got the cumulative height. Post that we don't have any kind of a F mentioned, right? We only have M mentioned. So that's the reason it just goes on repeat, filling up these rows with the specific 545.3 because it don't
yeah
have any other value. And upon that, in Y, what we have now Y? Else, which means else. So what is else of X equal to female?
yes
Ma'am, what is it? What is else of X equal to F?
Y
Sorry?
my female.
Exactly, male, right? So,
Yeah,
so what we're doing is, I want else, which means else, apart from male, so apart from female, all other all other genders can be, all other genders should have the cumulative height in Y. So
yeah,
so we have the other gender to be male. So the male cumulative height is at the starting from row 10.
yeah.
Okay. The first, as we don't have the values, it will just go on with zeros. Why
So,
zeros?
because we already gave. Can you show
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
the zero X
Yeah.
and
We
Y?
assign zeros here. Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. That's the reason. And here, why 545.3 it goes? Because it has only 0. 545.3 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 and so on. Because we don't have any other value. Because it's not pertain to female. These records, right? Got it,
yeah.
ma'am? Got it, ma'am? Yeah.
Um,
And now what we are doing is, the final what we're doing is, we are writing another condition stating that if y is greater than 0, okay? If y is greater than 0, then x equal to y. Okay, if you see here, if y is
great.
greater than 0, so where at which positions are y greater than 0? From starting from row 10, right?
Yeah.
So if y is greater than 0, which is y is so at row 10 y is greater than 0, which is y 69. So then x equal to y. Then replace the x value with the y value.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Now we'll see on this part. Okay, if you see here, it has previously we used to have 545.3. See, run down here, right? And now we used condition with y greater than 0,
Mm,
then x equal to y, which is x values got replaced with y. Okay,
yeah,
got
yeah,
it, ma'am? So, and there
yeah.
is no point of using y here, right? So we dropped y here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, yeah, because there is no way we no because there is no point in using y here. So we dropped y here. We got all the cumulative sum in the x itself. So there's
Yeah.
another way, without using the first dot.
Okay.
Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see another way also. we can develop n number of ways based on our programmer's feasibility and his uh, what do you call it, and his expertise, his or her expertise. Yeah, yeah. So bisects retain. So x equal to x plus side. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll just yeah. So tell me, what does this mean? X equal to x plus side. So what will I have now if I simply run down this statement?
It will
Next,
have the
okay, next, what will I have?
here.
Yes, ma'am.
Here we are not sorting male and female. Like we are not giving any if condition. Do we have like all the cumulative height in the sex column?
You mean in the sex column or x column?
X column.
Okay,
I mean the um,
irrespective of height, right?
yeah, irrespective of that.
Male or female. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you're right. Because irrespective of male or female, we straight away get the total cumulative, which is
Total cumulative.
1184.5 cumulative based on complete all the heights across the entire table. Because we haven't mentioned any kind of a data, any kind of a condition here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's see this condition. So what I'm doing x equal to x plus height. Okay. Let it be. If first dot x equal to 1, then do. No, this is another kind of writing conditions, if condition. Okay. Ma'am, don't worry. We have if conditions in a separate session. Okay.
Okay.
But now just see through it. If first dot x equal to 1, then do what? Do x equal to height plus 0. Okay. X equal to height plus 0. Run this.
Height
Whenever
plus 0 will be the exact height of
exact height of what, ma'am?
whatever will be the right. And let's say
Okay,
height is like 50 and then plus 0 will be 50.
exactly. So at which points are the heights are the f dot x, sorry, first dot x equal to 1? At that point we'll get the exact heights of the particular, I mean the start of the height. For
Yeah.
female, the first row, for male it is the 10th row, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we use do, it should have it should always end with end.
Okay.
Okay, whenever you use do, it should always end with end. Okay, run this. Okay, if you see here, what happened now? The same thing. If fir- if first dot x equal to 1, then do x equal to height plus 0. So at what happens here? Um, yeah, I'll tell you what happens. Ma'am, can you explain me what happens here? Any guesses?
That's because first we are asking to retain x 0 and then x is equal to x plus height.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
then
Okay, I'll tell you, ma'am. So what happens here is, if you go step by step. So firstly, it'll calculate this height. I mean, it'll go on with the cumulative height. Then again, the steps go to first dot x equal to 1. Okay. At first dot x equal to 1, what happens? I want x equal to height plus 0, which is, if I, for instance, at female, I mean, for instance, female at row 1, the female height is 20. So I want that in the cumulative female, the cumulative female sum is 20. and I want this to be 20, which is this condition. So 20 plus 0 is 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. From here, I need to start the cumulative height, which is x equal to x plus height. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then again, and again it stops at first dot x equal to 1, which is at male. Cumulative male is again 40. So it gives you 40. And from there, it goes on with the cumulative height, x equal to x plus height. That's what we got
Mm-hmm.
now. At, at this point, it gets sorry. At this point, it gets the height. Okay, at height, and this point it gets the male height, and from there it goes on with the cumulative thing. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. For example, if I just remove this part.
So these all are like the different ways for cumulative,
Exactly, different ways, ma'am. Different ways.
but
Yeah.
any like differences
Anything
or
is fine.
preferences?
Anything is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
For example, if you see, I just commented this out. Okay, I'll just comment this out and I'll run this. If you see, we get only the first dot. What is the first dot? No, 6.5. 0.5, 0.5 plus 0, 0
Yeah.
plus 0
Same
plus
in
0, same. In order not to have
male
same, not
also
to
like
have
yeah.
same, we added this condition called x equal to x plus height, which gives you the cumulative height, cumulative sum.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Now finding the total sales for each employee ID wise. Okay, what I want is I want to find total sales based on each employee ID. I'll run this part. I'm sorting the data based on ID. And on the sorting based on ID, we see sorting based on ID, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want is I want to have the sales, the total sales, I mean the cumulative sales based on the ID. It's simple. Okay. First dot ID. Okay. This is set by retain. Okay. Retain. If first dot ID, then total sales equal to 0. Okay. Total sale plus sales. Got this program, ma'am, this code?
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember we use total sales plus, we use total sum plus sum, in which in which total sum will have the will act as a cumulative variable. It goes on cumulative with the help of total sum. Yesterday, right? The same thing
Yes.
here. First dot ID, then total sales equal to 0. Okay, if it is first dot ID, then total sales equal to 0. Else, just treat this to be else. Else, total sales plus sales. No, no, we'll run this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if we see here,
So we got cumulative by ID.
right? We see here what is first dot employee ID, then total sales equal to 0. Okay, then total sales equal to 0. Okay, so which means we are yeah, we are initializing the value. Yeah, here, which means we are initializing the value of total sales equal to 0.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, we used total sales plus sales. This will do the cumulative based on employee ID. Okay. What is first dot totals, which is 500 plus 650 is 1150. Then again for 2, 890, 4, 1490. And again for 3, 740 plus 1190. Again 700 plus 320, 1000. Sorry. Only 4. 4 has only one record. 5 has only one record. 9 has two records. In this way, we get the total cumulative value. So the ask is, I only need the cumulative sales, but not the entire sales.
Mm-hmm.
Then what can we do? We used if last dot employee ID, then output. So what happens if
Oh,
you use last dot employee ID? In this, tell me what happens if you use last dot employee ID. So in these two, tell me what is the last dot employee ID? First one or the last one, or second one?
it will only give the 1150 like for one,
Right, right,
14 for
right.
two.
Because this is the first occurrence, this is the last occurrence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will only give us the last occurrence, which is so our condition is if it's last dot employee ID, then output. I want if it is last dot employee ID, then output.
Then output. Yeah.
Okay. Then output goes to result. If you see, we only got the cumulative totals.
Mm.
Anyways, here sales is not important, so we can drop it
Okay.
because we need all the sales, but here only we're getting the last sales value of the employee ID. This is not required because we anyway got the cumulative sales. So
Yeah.
it's better to remove it in order not to have a data discrepancy issues. So I remove it. We only get the cumulative sales for each and every employee.
Yeah.
Clear, ma'am? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me. Now give me a code, a different code apart from this. Just make few tweaks. Make based on the previous learning. A few minutes back while learning. Just give me a different code. I mean a changeover code to this one. An alternative code instead of using first dot use first dot employee ID, then total sales and everything. Just give me a changeover code. That's it with small tweaks.
We can do like the one we did it in if and else.
Yeah, tell me, ma'am. How do we do it? I'll copy this part. Okay, I'll write this part one by one for your sake. Okay, data result one set test one.
By
Okay, by emp
ID.
id retain total
Total sales.
total sales. Okay. Do you want me to give 0 or just leave it?
0. Yeah.
Okay. 0. Now tell me what should I do?
I forgot you gave you showed the one with the like the undo and we have to end use end.
That is do,
Either we can
ma'am. Before do, I have showed you some other code also.
if
Okay.
and else. Yeah.
Yeah, if and else. You can use if and else. Yeah. If first dot
Em-
empid,
by
then
ID equal to then yeah.
then tell me if first of all if empid equal to 1
X
for better understanding, then
total sales equal to 0 plus
0 plus.
sorry
So what do you
total
want? I mean, The first,
We need the first one, the
so
same,
what should
and
we
then the
have?
second
Okay, in order to have the same
total
record,
sale
what is total sales equal to? Sales, right?
sales plus
Yeah. Else total,
sales
else total sales
plus
plus sales,
sales. Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Run. You see, we got the data same. We just
yeah.
tweaked some parts of the code. That's it. Okay. Now what I want the last record, and I want the only the cumulative sales, only the
Then we
cumulative
can
total.
use the last dot.
Yeah. If last dot
If last dot
emp
em
id,
uh,
then
then output.
for your understanding, if also emp id equal to 1, then output. We can even just mention if last dot equal to 1. That's it. Even that is also fine.
Oh, okay.
There's no point of using output too. Okay. Output every
O-
time. We can just mention if emp id, if last dot emp id, even equal to 1 is also not required.
Okay.
It'll treat by default as 0 as 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. An alternative to different
And we
programming
can
language.
drop sales. Yeah, we don't need the
Yeah,
sales.
yeah. It's up to you. Drop equal to sales. So tell me what happens if I drop sales here. Drop as per a statement. Will it work the same way?
No,
No,
because it will.
it will.
This is I forgot.
Let's just see the data and tell me. You see, we still got the
Yeah,
data.
but yeah.
Yeah. So why is the confusion, ma'am?
No, no. Sorry, I was thinking about that
The PDV thing, right?
should function and the statement.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
sorry,
It's okay.
PDB. Yeah,
PDV decides only the way it works, ma'am. Okay. So
yeah,
what?
yeah.
So here, what are we doing? We are just dropping the sales in this code. So what happens is, so what
Either
happens
we drop it like in the data statement
exactly
or
once
the
yeah, once everything gets once the entire data gets once the entire data gets transformed, only then in the result window in this output data, this sales gets dropped. That's it. So this won't harm anything to the to our existing code.
yeah.
Okay. It harms to the existing code only when we use as an option at the set statement drop equal to sales.
Yes.
See, we got null values because there is no sales here. We already
Yeah,
dropped sales at the test one, which is the base table. Okay, as the base table itself don't have sales, what can this remaining code do without sales, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So just not to have confusion, we normally don't use here. We end up using at the data step at the data statement itself. Drop equal to sales. Got it, ma'am?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And here we are using a print of result. NOBS is a no I guess it's yeah, no observation count. Number of let's remove this and I'll show you. No observations, which means here we have OBS, right? It just remove this OBS, no observation count. So NOBS is an option to the proc print, which gives you It just don't print out the observations. I mean,
Yeah.
the observation count. Yeah. Yeah. So yesterday we dealt with output statement, right? We okay. So stop is pending, right, from yesterday's session, ma'am?
Yeah, stop.
Okay. Let's see stop. Yeah, stop is something that it just stops execution at wherever point we use it. For example, for instance, we use stop here at the after infile statement. There won't be any data printing
Oh,
because we use stop here. Okay, before
yeah.
creating data. So it creates zero observations data set. It has variable because we read infile statement, okay, but it couldn't process the data into these variables. So it stopped. Next thing. We stopped after we use stop after data. The same thing. It just prints out what's there in the data, which is the variable values, and then I mean the variables, the values won't get printed.
Okay.
Okay. So if you see above data set work ds2 work.ds2 has zero observation five variables. In the above program, when input or set statement executes, okay, that data should read into the input buffer, right? Input buffer. But we are using stop statement, so it won't read the input buffer. So it won't read the data into the input buffer. So PDV can't assign data to the variables. That's why we are getting zero observation in the data set.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, ma'am, clear on this? Stop statement.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And now it is yeah. Yeah. Slice equal to point equal slice output stop. Tell me how it does. So for this thing, it just gives us the output and then stops. That's it. Until 2. Okay. Until 2. So so you remember Alice is the second observation in the class data set. Right, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
If I just remove the stop, let's see what happens here. If you see it goes on looping.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't stop anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the main issue here.
So basically, when we have to slice or like get particular, better to use stop.
Yeah, stop. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever we use some kind of a slice, we better to use because it should stop at a point. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
goes into a loop. Okay. See, in the above program, it reads second observation, it gives the output and then stop to read the other observation to reduce the execution time because we only need the second
Mm.
observation.
I mean, it will still show the output if we don't use stop, but it will take time.
It takes time. It takes a lot of time.
Okay.
It is not required for us. In looping, once it gets in looping, it doesn't stop, ma'am. That's the main point here.
So,
Okay. And now we used output and stop, but we use 2 comma 5. Let's see what happens.
so it will show 2 and the
Exactly,
fifth
2 and 5. 2 and 5.
5. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What we do, we don't use end here. Now let's see what happens. Now tell me what happens. If we don't use end here, now tell me what
Yep.
happens.
Uh, it should still show the output and stop. Uh,
Is it? You see for yourself.
uh,
Okay. The data set may be included because when the steps was stopped, and there was zero observation, 5 variables. Okay.
yeah.
You see here, same thing. Okay. Second, ma'am. Yeah.
I didn't understand. And like in the first, the above code, above this code.
Oh. Sorry, ma'am, come again.
Yeah, like in data DS3, we use
point.
slice 2 and then we didn't use the end.
Okay. Yeah. Just a second. Yeah. So this second. Okay. So what happens here is, so why are we getting, no, why are we using do here? Okay. So whenever it is only one, previously remember we use slice equal to only two.
Yeah.
Okay. So here there are two comma five. So in slice equal to, whenever we use equal to, it will only give one value. We have to use only one value. So
Okay.
if you want to use more than one value, okay, we need to use do here. So it is kind of a do loops. I mean, anyways,
So then do goes with end. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly, do
Okay.
goes with the end. So
Do
anyways,
and
yeah. So anyways, we're gonna have this separate session in terms for do loops, but now so the do goes with the end.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. Again, it goes into loop. It doesn't. It just goes into the loop. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
So always use stop. Always use stop. So what happens here is do slice 2 comma 5, which is sassup.class. The first thing is point equal to slice. It goes to 2. It prints the 2 value. Second observation in the variable in the output data. And again, comma 5. We used fifth one. Again, it goes to the fifth, goes to the output, and then stops. Okay, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let's see what happens. Sorry. Now tell me. Oh, did I miss anything here? Yeah. Now tell me what happens if I just simply mention stop here. Tell me what happens now.
Sorry, which one you're asking?
The same thing, ma'am. The same thing. If I mention stop here before the end, tell me how many
That
observations will get printed in the output. Just think through it, ma'am. Go
yeah, yeah.
go one by one.
So here it will like 2 and 5 will be the observation which will be
Sorry, ma'am.
what we are using. In this program, like we are giving slice 2 and 5. So obviously these two observe second and the fifth observation will be
So you mean to say both,
executed
okay, both
in the
executed.
output.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. You see, we only got the second observation.
Um,
Why?
because
Right. We stopped
we
because
stop the before use end. Yeah.
and
Before
exactly.
end. Yeah.
So what happens is we see what happens. Previously it used to be end and stop. So what happens if you use end and stop? First, it will go through two, prints two second observation, second naming observation to the output, goes to
And then it will
output,
stop.
and
Yeah.
then goes to end. And then this, as it's a do loop, it goes because it's just an end, not a stop. Okay,
Mm,
it ends at two. Again, go to the do loop. It has five. Again, prints it, and again it goes to the do loop. It sees there is nothing apart from five, and then it stops. But
yeah.
what we are doing is we just mention stop before the end, which is it just reads second observation, which goes to the output, and then it
And then it will
abruptly
stop.
stops. Exactly,
Yeah.
abruptly stops. So we will be end up getting only the second observation.
Yeah.
Okay, clear, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Always go through the code one by one, step by step.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So this one, I want to print the data from 1 to 10. I simply use do I equal to 1, do I equal to 1 to 10, n. Okay. So
We
let's see
don't
how.
have to here.
Sorry, ma'am. It prints 11. Any guesses on this?
Is
Why
it
it?
like adding up 1 to 10, 1 plus 10?
Yes. No, 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 no. Okay. So what happens here is, so first thing is, do I equal to 1. Okay. It prints I equal to 1 to the output. Then again ends. Again go to the 2. It
1.
replaces the existing one, which is 1.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. We done this. Okay. First thing is, what it will do, it print 1 to the output. And again, so we have 1 to 10. I want to print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay. I mentioned 1 to 10. It prints 1 to the output of DS1 equal to DS1. Okay. Sorry. Then again, it replaces 2, 1 to 2, because it don't have, there is no sign of going to the next row.
Okay.
Okay. Again 3, again 4, again 5, again 6. Until 10, it just replaces each and every value until 10. So after 10, it goes through again this loop and it sees 11. Okay. And it sees 11 because after 10, even after 10, it goes to check whether there are any kind of a data, any kind of a request after 10. Okay. After 10, what is it? It's 11. It prints 11 and it stops over there because there is nothing up after 11.
It ends there.
It
Okay.
ends there. That's it. It simply ends there. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So in order to have this 1 to 10 printed in a sequentially, we use output and stop, because what happens? First it prints 1 and then outputs the 1 to DS2 and then it
Mm.
ends. And again it goes to 2, outputs that to a second row. It'll run this.
And yeah.
We got 1 to 10 here.
Yeah.
Okay. What we're doing, because we are doing the output for each and every value. So once it finds 10, it just stops over there because it got all the values, because we use
Yeah.
stop here, because in the above program there is no stop, there is
So
just
that's
end.
how it go to 11. Yeah.
Exact, there's just end in the sense
Yeah.
it's not a stop, ma'am. It is an end to the current value, that's it.
Yeah.
But it's not an end to the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and like when it go to the 10, it end there and then next go to 11, but it
11,
doesn't.
after
Yeah.
11 there is no value for it, so it
No
just
value.
stops at 11. Yeah. Okay, that's what loop here. If you see this, if you just simply go to this in the above program, when it's happened first loop I equal to 1 and it takes the into output data set, again goes to loop 2, takes an output data set until 10. All 10 gets printed. As we use stop here, it just stops over 10. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Now tell me what happens here. Tell me what happens here. How many we see in the data, output
It
data?
will only one because it will stop after one.
Okay, only one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only one because we use stop, right? So it
Stop.
only
Yeah.
prints one. Right,
Yeah.
perfect, perfect. Clear, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean, ma'am, clear on
We have to be
this?
very careful using stop and end.
Stop and yes, ma'am. Because this being a small data, it will be fine for you. But whenever you deal with large data sets, once it,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, accidentally, if it goes into loop, then it's gone. I mean, we
Yeah.
have to close the session. There is no way we can easily end the session.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be a loss of a day. I mean, our entire code. I mean, if we accidentally, if we don't save the code, it'll be loss of our code. So always make
Yeah.
sure how to use and stop and everything. Because
True.
whenever you use stop and output, first of all, what we do is we just test the code one by one, step by step.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shravani ma'am, clear on this? Any questions? in terms of do loops, I mean, it is simple do loop, but we go, we get to go into more practical way in the next sessions. Yeah. Do loop and first dot. Clear, ma'am?
Clear, yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just stop until here because tomorrow, we have conditional statement which is of if conditions. So different how to write different if conditions. Okay. Then again we're gonna go to where statement in a more what are the where statement operators. Okay. In a more we have so these are where statement operators, arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical boolean. I mean logical other other operators. We have expressions. Yeah, all these in the where statement. It'll be simple. I mean, simple in the sense it'll be a more. I mean, it'll be straightforward. But you need to remember all these expressions and operators.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So mostly, yeah. So yeah. So tomorrow, we go through this conditional statements, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions, ma'am?
Thank you, Ramesh.
In today's session because it's very important in terms of first dot and do loops. First dot is very important, ma'am. First dot and last dot.
Yeah, I'll go
Uh,
through this video again. So,
Yeah. If you want the first dot, this particular table or matrix, go in the 9 dot combined data sets data. Combined data sets
okay.
handout. You will have this first dot and last dot matrix or the grid. Okay. Where you can identify what is first dot and last dot. This is very important, ma'am. Please go through it. First dot and last dot. It's simple, ma'am. First dot. First dot is the if first dot equal to 1, it is the first second of the by variable, and if last dot equal to 1, it is the last second of the by variable.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because every time they see what is the first, I mean, how many times did the patient has visited, how many times what are the number of times he did he visit only once or twice or thrice or what is his last visit,
Yeah,
all
very
these
important.
very
Yeah.
important. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay,
And if
ma'am.
you have to like have a cumulative
Yeah,
together, then also,
cumulative
yeah,
sum,
how
cumulative
many
visits.
visits they have. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, please go through the first dot is very, very important.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. If
Thank
nothing
you, Raj.
else, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yeah, bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.